How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. We are very excited. A new album is almost out, and we are leaving for the tour, so it's the best moment of our lives.
Yeah, I think it's the first album with a six-piece band, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
what,
yes, yes.
what was differently now? If you you have an extra member. How did you what did you notice during the recording and during the songwriting?
So the songwriting is remains basically the same because the core of the song is written by me and Federico. So we develop it, and we work on the arrangements and everything. And so later, then the other members add their parts, and the guitars come when it's time for the solos and stuff. But he has better things to
Yeah,
say.
guitars always come last. I mean, at least solo guitars, of course, because rhythm and leads are written as the songs come out and are arranged. But the last part ever is always laying down the solos. So in this specific case, it was three of us to actually work on the solos. And it was absolutely more stimulating than in the past because I mean I've been doing all myself, especially in the first albums. And right now it's been so refreshing, to be able to actually listen to the ideas of everybody, laying down those solos that were always also maybe bringing to different parts in the song to changes. For example, they were introducing a new bridge idea or maybe to change tune of the song and all that kind of stuff. It was really stimulating and awesome. Yeah.
Is there a song that for this new album that with what you just said that they stimulated you and maybe an extra bit or something that maybe prior to them having them in the band that you couldn't have written? Is there a song that you said, well, it's because of their creativity, the song has been lifted, maybe?
Absolutely. I think all of them, because of course, solos are an integral part of songs, especially in our genre. But most importantly, I would say neither of those songs would be there if the band had got different members. So those people were not in the band. Because, the interesting thing is that even people that are not contributing actively to composing, when they take part of a band and everybody is there, on a human level, so to speak, that's really influencing the way you are writing. That's influencing what you're writing because you write those songs for those people, thinking about them live, playing them. And those reflect also the attitude and the feel that's in the band. Everybody right now, I mean, we are like a family, literally. And so that is reflected absolutely in the songs. Yes.
And let's take a look at one step. Let's go back to 2018, The Fallen King. If you listen to that album now, what do you hear what do you hear? What do you hear with compared what you just said? Now you're family and you write. What sort of energy do you hear?
Well, that album was pretty much a solo album that I had written, and she was, I mean, at least at the beginning, meant to be just a guest, But then eventually, I mean, luckily, me and the record label had the idea of having her sing the vast majority of the songs, actually. And absolutely, I can listen. I mean, I can hear that in back there I was alone and I was just writing the stuff. Of course, I always had been influenced by, but it had got a different feel. I mean, there was music made by a person that probably wasn't completely happy, with his life back then. And that was actually my last try, in the music business, actually. So right now, I think Frozen Crown make music. Which is more. Would you call that? Like not happy, but positive. You know?
Positive, yes, of course.
Yeah, positive.
Yes. Now, from my point of view, the band just started. I can hear now that our collaboration, the way that we speak together, that we understand each other, it's more strong than it was back in the days. And you can hear in the songs, that everything was new. Our relationship as bandmate was new, and everything was a little bit different. I was shy, more shy than I am now. So it's always like watching a picture of myself when I was at kindergarten. What can I say? It's very sweet somehow.
Yeah. You were also singing a little different.
Yes,
already.
yes.
And if you then play those songs live now, do you change them a little bit, the energy, or maybe with your personality now?
Yes.
Yes, in my opinion, now, we can deliver more aggressivity, more energy, more, how can I say, positive vibe, aggressive positive vibes compared to what happened back in the days for me.
Yeah, well, also all the songs have been rearranged for 3 guitars, so that for sure. But for example, even our drummer, which is not the same from back then, is always adding his personal touch in all songs. So literally every time you listen to one of our songs live, it's not the same as before, because of course, especially drum-wise, it's taking, a lot of, it's changing some stuff here and there, not to the point that they make the song to sound completely different, but it is. And the songs probably are more powerful in a live environment. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, there is another chemistry, by saying we are a family now. Most of us, except the new guitar player, is with us from 1 year, but it's like she's for 10 years, And there is a chemistry that we never had before now.
Yeah, I would also say that back then we didn't know exactly the direction we wanted to go. Where, for example, we had got songs where guitars were playing a very minimalistic part and having a lot of keyboards. On the contrary, we had songs where there were no keyboards at all and they had a lot of guitars. Right now, we became a more guitar-oriented band, of course. Yeah.
You have 2 or 3 guitar players, of course.
Yeah.
What was the first song that you wrote for this album? And let's say the starting point.
Oh, it's not easy to say, because we start, working on different songs together, and we develop them on parallel. Yes.
But I would say, for the same reason, maybe it's right to say that War Hearts were the first song.
Yes.
Yeah, War Hearts was definitely the first song. At least we had an idea about the concept in mind, because that song had to show the new lineup and also the new course of the band from the very beginning of the album, So that song was already planned to, for example, having the chorus right at the beginning, then to have some guitar solos going, introducing our new guitar player, Alessia, then having, of course, the verse. And it has to be, quick song. Yeah, that was absolutely the first song we probably laid the most of it. Yeah, for first. But yeah, we write, all songs. We laid down an idea of the whole album altogether. And we start, it should begin with this, then it should have a slower song, then it should have this, it's like that, yeah.
But yes, you called the album War Hearts too. Does it imply that the song War Hearts is more of a key song of the album?
Yes. Yes, both, as he said, from the solos side, because we somehow introduce Alessia, and also, in my opinion, for the lyrics side, because from my point of view, it's somehow a song that talks about us, burning hearts together, beating as one, or siblings I have never met before. We wanted to share the message that we are so happy and in harmony now with the lineup we have, that we figure ourselves like some soldiers in the same battle, fighting for the same ideas. It's like that. It's a metaphor of what we are doing in real life with the band.
Yeah, oh, that's interesting. And can you say that when did you decide that the album going to be called like this too? Was it well, at the beginning of the recording of the album? Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, so it came all together, writing the first song like that, showing everything there, and then it was, yeah. I mean, it's not, there are several albums that start with the title track, but not so many. I mean, sometimes it feels a little weird, because, sometimes the title track is maybe in the middle somewhere, I don't know. But we are huge fans of, for example, of Children of Bodom. And Follow the Reaper, for example, started with that same title. So we felt even more motivated, to call the album that way. Yeah.
Do you talk about the lyrics with each other? How do you write the lyrics?
Yeah.
Oh, we basically write together the lyrics, because maybe once I'm more inspired by a topic, once he is, and we talk together, because maybe I would like to express this sentence in this way, but it doesn't feel right to me. What do you think? Yes, we usually work like this.
Yeah. What inspired the lyrics of the song Ice Dragon?
Oh, that song, first of all, talks about a personal growth. We are always talking about this kind of, metamorphosis. Also, the song Blood on the Snow, which was on 2 albums before, it was on Winter Bay, is actually the previous chapter of Ice Dragon. Blood on the Snow was meaning, the image of the blood on the snow was actually indicating a metamorphosis happen. When there are some movies, of course, because all of this comes from, movies from the 80s or stuff like that, like Waxwork or, Lost Boys about vampires. And Blood on the Snow, it's like someone losing his skin and changing, living his own old self there, and the blood on the snow symbolize, that a change, happened, and he is now a new person. So Ice Dragon is like the final evolution. That's also actually somehow a reference to the Red Dragon from, of course, the Thomas Harris novels, the Hannibal. Of which I'm a big fan, and the William Blake portrait with the devil, symbolizes a sort of evolution, and the main character in the novel is inspired by that, because he thinks he's going to be reborn as the Red Dragon, and that's pretty much symbolized, and also tied to our personal how can I say, a personal story as a band. It also talks about relationship we had with some specific fans that have been writing to us, about their difficulties in life, having maybe issues. A lot of people write us hey guys, that song of yours just helped me to go on in my life. So that's a song pretty much talking about the personal growth, personal evolution, and symbolically it's actually quite different from the rest of the album, also because somehow symbolizes change, and I could speak for hours about that song, so sorry.
No, but you said it's the last chapter. What do you mean by that? Is the
no, it's just that somehow, like in every movie, after you have got the ending screen, for example, there are those movies that make you think, oh, there's going to be a sequel, and maybe hinting about something, maybe about a character that you never seen in the entire movie. So that song was meant to show another side of us, because it's a very, how can I say, like an acoustic song somehow, and also the closer song to a ballad we have got, but also very prog oriented. So that song is there to also maybe let our fans know that maybe in our next album we're going to sound like that more and explore more that side of our music and of our lyrics and everything. Yeah.
Is it something that you actually want to do, or is it just letting
Yes.
people get?
No, we want, but yeah, we want. Of course, we love that kind of music. We love that style, and yeah, absolutely. It was also the last song we worked on the album, the last song, and yeah, we would be very happy to explore those sides. Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you afraid and maybe of losing your old fans, or is it something that you're not afraid of?
No, because I mean, we could make some different songs, but the core of our sound remains this one. It's really the one we love. We never really changed, but we just evolved and went on sticking to our own sound more and more and more until we found the most straightforward version of it,
Yeah.
So I think we are still sticking with that, but of course also doing some digressions, here and there. Yeah, totally.
So, when we started this interview, you said, well, this is a really exciting time for you. What can you say now? Do you feel like you're on some sort of tipping point now with the band? Maybe
Yes,
becoming,
somehow.
they're becoming bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Let's hope. It's a fresh start because we are with a new label, Napalm. We are a 6-piece band now. We are going on a really cool tour, and we have many interesting projects for 2025. So, being with Napalm, it's already something that gives you more exposure to the whole world, more access to more fans. And it's for sure, it's a fresh start for me.
Yeah. I mean, we feel that, but at the same time, we're living the moment. Like we are having a lot of fun. I mean, in the process, we are having a lot of fun traveling together as a band and as a group of friends. We are having a lot of fun playing live. So we are not really thinking about, oh, things are going pretty good. I mean, we're just taking it as it comes. And I mean, we're living that in the most natural way, Yeah.
Now, but
Absolutely.
let's go back to 2018, The Fallen King. You mentioned that you hear, well, someone is not really happy. Can you describe what you were? Well, what was The Fallen King for you? Was it some sort of last trying your last try to do something?
Yeah, yeah, that's something that concerns me. I mean, I've been playing with a band, a releasing band which was called actually, I got this. This was not prepared, but it was called Be the Wolf. Actually, I mean, it's still. I mean, this is a Japanese version, and this is not a case because we have been in Japan several times, and we, have got quite a huge follower there. But somehow we didn't manage to actually, how can I say, conquer other markets, So I was really frustrated because I was going to Japan, having, all those meet and greet with fans, tons of fans, awesome concerts. We had been on the national television there, on the national radio, and still I wasn't able to actually make music. What I really, how can I say? I just wanted to make music my job. I mean, not my job, but just to be able to take care about that 24/7. So I just wasn't able to do that. And most importantly, I wanted to keep staying in Japan. So this is really funny because I went to the Japanese label, which is Marquis Avalon. We are still with them. And I said, hey guys, but why can't I work for you? Maybe I can, I mean, you're looking for a songwriter or something. And originally, they had proposed me to write songs for Japanese artists. But then they told me, well, you could do a solo project. Make a solo project, make it you know, I don't know, the genre you want. I mean, because they knew I was into metal and into power metal. So they say, if you want, you can do it power metal too. It's fine. And we can sell it to your already existing fans here in Japan, you know? So I made this demo, which had got the first songs from The Fallen King, actually, from the album, from the first, and I was singing the whole thing. But I was searching for a guest singer, so I searched for her. And she sang just one of the songs, which was To Infinity. And the Japanese people were super happy with that. But they said, yeah, but don't let this woman to be too much present in the album because your fans are not going to be happy. And I was, okay. But when I came back to the Italian label manager from Scarlet Records, he was, oh my God, this is really awesome. I mean, she should be the lead singer because this project is definitely working with this kind of vocals. Because she had been singing one of the songs that I was meant to sing, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, because I had been searching for several female singers, but all of them were singing in an operatic style, you know. Until she came and she started singing the stuff exactly with my same attitude. So it was more rock, I don't know, more rogue somehow. And it was perfect. So we were like, okay, let's do this band. You know, I mean, she's amazing. Let's do a band. But I mean, she's so blonde. She's looking so northern. I mean, let's call this band like Ice Frozen something. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we talked with the Japanese guys. They say, we don't know if we like the idea. I say, yeah. We can tell the Japanese fans that I am the king, but there is this new person that stole my crown. So the Fallen King represents for Japanese fans me, fallen on the floor with a female figure, you know, on the album cover that takes my crown. You know, so I'm leaving the crown to her. You know, this was like. And that's also the reason why I'm wearing the mask in the I Am Siren video and so on. So yeah, basically it was more like that. And I was very frustrated at the beginning with my previous band, not because of the band, but because of how the market was. So I had this idea. I said, okay, everybody thinks that to play live, you have to play, if you know what I mean. I mean, the more you play live, the more you're going to have concerts. This time, let's screw that. Let's just make a super cool video clip that goes so well that people are going to call us to go around and play shows. We made a video clip of Kings. When,
Yes.
I don't know, it was
Kings.
yeah, the beginning of
2018.
2018, yeah. Made that video clip. We never had rehearsed the song. Never. And just after a couple of weeks, we had booking agencies and stuff calling us, and we had our first Spanish tour.
Yes.
And then
And gigs.
an European tour also.
Yes, immediately.
European tour, yeah. And then 1 year later, Dragon Force called us to go to play a special guest for them. Yeah, so it was, I mean, it was like, okay, I'm just playing my last card and do that. Yeah, that's it.
What was it for you when you were asked for this song? What did you think of the song? What do you think of the first band of him?
For me,
Yeah.
so my story, it's quite similar for many points of view because I also, for me, it was my last card because I still am an orthodontist, but back in the days I was doing just that. I was singing, but my band was on a hiatus, and I continued on singing on projects, but I was somehow giving up. I was thinking the problem is me, maybe, But the problem was that we still didn't meet, I was working with the wrong people. So when he wrote me, I already knew him because there was a big hype around his band in my area. If you were
in the underground.
Yes, yes. So I was so excited because, oh my God, he is a shining and newborn star in the underground. So his band is very cool. I think that he has great ideas, and this thing could work. The song he sent me to sing was very nice, and I always sang power metal when I was a young girl. I've grown up with male singers, like Kiske from Halloween, Ansicurs from Blind Guardian, and Stratovarius Sonatartica. So the mood was very similar, and the approach, the intentions that he wanted from me was the same. So it was like, a gift from God above. It's too perfect to be true. And so, the trip started.
Well, you both played your last card, and I think maybe it's good to have the feeling of the last card. With your back against the wall, that you don't have anything to lose. But I have one question: the Japanese market, is it still embracing you, or?
Absolutely, yes. Just today, we are always, for example, on the Burn magazine center page, big. We have got a lot of interviews there, always on the radio. The Japanese market is really strong. Still, it advertised this band as Federico's band.
Okay.
Because I'm more famous than the band itself, But that's, that's so funny, yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
We have been there also last year, probably.
Yes, it was a huge situation, huge concert, huge amount of people. They are so warm when they are in love with the band. They wait for hours in a row for the show, for the signing sessions. They bring gifts. They wait for you outside everywhere. It's always an experience, an overwhelming experience.
Yeah, they're really serious and respectful. I mean, the fans are, as well as the people that are working behind the scenes, as well as people, in the labels. Everybody is really serious, taking it really seriously. So you can feel, when you play around in front of, 1,000 people, and nobody is ever going to the bathroom or outside to have a drink, to smoke or have a drink. Everybody is standing there for 2 hours, because Japanese shows are really long. Because, they're asking us to play like the entire discography or something. And they are there all the time. And because they're really respectful. They're really, interested in that and living the concert rather than making videos and stuff.
Yeah. Last question then. Well, you just mentioned playing in Japan, but now you're doing I think you're doing a support tour, right?
Now, yes.
Yeah, and what's it like then to do a support tour instead of doing your own headline tour?
More relaxing because you have got less responsibilities. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, but we need to make headline tours someday. We're actually working on that. But playing as a support band has got many bright sides, because of course you've got less responsibilities, less to risk, of course. And that's cool. But if you never risk, you're never going to make it big. So you have to do both things.
Yeah, but I think you have had one risk in 2018, and I think more risks need to be taken.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. You're right.
Thank you for your time. It's half an hour now. I see. Thank you for your time. Good luck, and enjoy the shows and the release.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you very much for having us here. We hope to meet you on the road. We hope you enjoyed the new album, War Hearts.